So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Mason Greenwood here is described by many as one of the best natural finishers to have come through in a while. He certainly looked like he belonged at the top.
He's tried one! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Gerrard. Parla. Looking for options. And the finish! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Takes a shot! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that really is so...
And a chance!
Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a pretty loose pass. Wilshere has a look and plays it forward. Wilshere is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cross-ballish header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Stones. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Paz. He's picked his way through. Shot a goal! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
That's a sharp pass. And it's Messi. Di Maria, who does have an assist to his name. Di Maria has crossed into the middle. Brilliantly cut out. Ferdinand gets good distance on it. Gerrard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Greenwood. And this is Owen. And this is Beckham. He's on it, can he get away? Owen, and he welcomes it in. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Greenwood is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham goes short. Owen with the delivery. Lovely, now then. England have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Parla. Nicked it back promptly, played into space. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now here's the delivery. Parla. Now it's Greenwood. And this is Owen. Nicely weighted ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 2 then. Beckham with the short one. Gerrard. Argentina are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. And Messi! Oh, that is very close.
Messi brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Out to the left it goes. And this is Owen. Lofted in. Gerrard! Oh, split-second reaction.
Gerrard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Played back in. Pass is just off target. And the keeper's given it away. Chance for a shot! Goal! Argentina! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Argentina go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Palmer. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Palmer. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Not the most accurate pass. Palmer. For Wilshere. That's an imaginative pass. Always onto this. He is through here. Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. Beckham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Alvarez. Over to the left. A probing pass. Romero kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Played out to the left flank. Parler in acres of space out wide. Di Maria. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Palmer. Now it's Greenwood. Chance! That's another chance! It's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Garnacho, and here's the chance to counter. Paz tries to pass it. He's having a shot! Goal! Argentina! And again they hit the front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
England have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer.
And the shot! Now, how often do you see that?
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Lisandro Martinez does really well to win the ball there. Wilshere wins the duel this time. Oh, good spread. Beckham has it out wide and in space. Up he goes! In he goes again! There's a goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's well spotted. Can he get it through? Paz.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Garnacho. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And he's gone looking for safety.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's being urged to shoot. Beckham. Beckham with the cross. And the shot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Substitution for England, number 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 20, Mason Greenwood. Number 2, Stones.
Now it's Foden.
Number 15.
We are into overtime. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Coming on the field, number 11, Andy Cole.
Caresses it through. Oh, well played.
Number 6.
He's had a shot!
Number 7.
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Number 47, Phil Foden. Substitution in progress. There will be 3 minutes added time.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gerrard. Can he get on the end of this? Looking to go deep. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Substitution for England, number 19, Wilshere.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still.
Number 21,
England
Kane.
did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Oh, well measured. He's shifting through the gears here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Kane. He's free, he has got space. Garnacho. Cole. Can he latch on to this? Succumbs to the pressure. Ferdinand. And it's Rooney, looking for a run-up. Now it's Foden. He climbs up big! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Alexander-Arnold. Showing good feet. Now the delivery. Header! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Nice looking ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's it for the first period of extra time.
Please be made aware.
England come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitutions taking place.
And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Now it's Alvarez. And he's running. It's Maradona! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Foden charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now that's well seen too. Nicely shaped ball. That has been slung wide. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's superb. Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rooney. Dunk. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well sorted out.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Gerrard calmly anticipates. England are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's a key interception. England close now to seeing this one through to the end. And there goes the final whistle. England have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here. Schlotterbeck is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
He's a fine all-round defender, Peter. Physically, he's strong, he's a good reader of the game and never afraid to put in a tackle, a well-timed tackle. I don't think any opposition forward will relish playing against him. I think I'm right in saying that.
Can he finish? Great effort, beautifully taken.
Havertz brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And it's Kimmich. He's had a shot! Rodri, out to the left it goes.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Grimaldo. Ansu Fati. Oh, that's nice. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. This might spell danger. And a shot! Goal! Germany! Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now, take this momentum and force the issue even more.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He has found the way, shoots! He's got a goal! And they're at it again, in double quick time. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front.
Morientes! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, what a climb! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Mosquera gathers from the goal kick. Hernes is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And he's managed to get free. He's trying to hit the front line here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Germany have hit a quick-fire chance! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football.
Oh, smashing header! Final touch was poor.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
He's being urged to shoot. And reclaimed it in a trice. Hernes driving forward. Now it's Royce. Rummenigge. Nice interception, well timed. 30 minutes gone. Distributed tidily. Dani Olmo. Oh, that's fabulous. And he whips it in. And that has been cleared. Spain have it back and can go again. Oh, that's well spotted. Agahawa. He's shifting through the gears here. Fati could try cutting inside here. Big chance! And this is Iniesta. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Havertz on 2 now and looking for 3. Played into space. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the...
Decent chance! It's in!
Ansu Fati really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Morientes for Iniesta. And he's been shifted off it. Kimmich. Good read, needed to be. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Dani Olmo.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Mateus. And that's going up front in a hurry. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Kimmich. And the half-time whistle goes.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Se ha encontrado a un niño rubio de unos 4 años que viste camiseta verde y lleva una mochila roja y dice haberse perdido.
And the action is back on the way.
A la puerta 21.
Can he get it through? Royce, he's found the way through. There's the delivery. He's having a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's in a great position here. That'll be a throw-in. Great vision. Grimaldo spots it and intercepts. And no, that was never going to make it. Havertz. Chooses to go cross-field. Rummenigge. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Swings in. Header comes in! He will be livid with himself.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Havertz has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target. Now, as long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Ambitious ball here. A header! It's a loose ball.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Hernes. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. Delivers with whip. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Rummenigge running with the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is ended up in no man's land. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that is as far as they're going to go. No, that's been intercepted. Kimmich, can he get on the end of this? Hoeneß. Havertz. And it's made its way to him. Oh, well played. Iniesta. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Agahawa. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Agahawa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Germany clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Grimaldo promptly onto that, and that is that. It's a really well-measured ball. That's been cut out, well played. Iniesta. Threads one in. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but...
Climbs up big! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
El dorsal 18, Iniesta. El dorsal 31.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 4, el dorsal 14.
And that's put paid to a promising move.
Xavi, el dorsal 17.
Now that is a hefty challenge.
Villa.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Aimed beyond the defence. Cross from Rummenigge. It is a corner. Germany have their second corner now. Füllkrug. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Germany have their third corner. They've played it short. And it's Kimmich. Pau Kubasi getting this one clear. Spain are looking to go forward now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal, he is through here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Hangs one. There's the header, in for the pieces. Oh, taken with style. Deep into injury time. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Germany can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was...
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to...
It's a mighty effort! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Savinho is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's in a great position here. Gerrard. Greenwood. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that pass is somewhat Bowen. And he shoots! Goal! England! England take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Bowen. Now it's Vardy. And they can counter here. And this is Vardy.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rice, an instinctive delivery. Quality ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Vardy. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Nicely worked. That looks a good ball through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Savinho. Ronaldinho. Tomori did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neymar.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's well spotted. England trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers.
And the shot! There it is! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 7.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Savinho. Out towards the flank. And he's managed to get free.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now, can they get him away? Vardy. Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Savinho. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And here's Ronaldinho. Gerrard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Can he find the finish? Lobbed in behind.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he was quick to react. Roberto Carlos. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's picked out the run. Oh, what a... Crossbar comes to the rescue. And he's following up. Vinicius Junior! Goal, Brazil! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And there's the end of the first half. Brazil come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Brazil are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And the action is back on the way. Roberto Carlos. Eder Militao to Marquinhos. Oh, good spread. Savinho. Incoming delivery. That can he finish? It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for...
Judge, surely! Now he's got space here. Picked out, and the finish! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's had a shot! Gerrard. Now it's Bowen. Now, what about a counter-attack? Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Oh, truly brave defending.
Some inspire...
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
And a quick reminder today to please take all litter bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has... De Jong! Goal, England! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. He's in a great position here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Tries to pass it through, and this is Ronaldo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. England leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Just eases him off the ball. Kukçu. And Zaire Emery. And here's Lewandowski. That is lovely. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's a pretty loose pass.
England really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great vision. And here's Lewandowski. Now this could be a chance. Tries a shot! Off the post! Now it's Lewandowski. This might spell danger. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's intervened well there. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Messi. Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery. There he goes, motoring forward. Cristiano Ronaldo crosses. Back towards the middle. Well, that has not gone well. Dunk is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Carvajal.
England can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's a key interception. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Lewandowski! It's bounced back off the post. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Turns and goes back. Kokchu! He has done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
England are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Zaire Emery. And they're back on the ball again. And Bastoni. Van de Ven.
There will be 1 minute added time.
England finding their passes. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
England are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are back on the way. That's good running with the ball. Closing it, and the shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Zaire Emery certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Dunk. Bastoni. Dunk. And Bastoni. De Jong. Messi. Zaire Emery. Messi. Dunk. And it's Kokchu. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. He's on it. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the keeper beats it away. Hangs one in. Brilliantly cut out. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely worked. And this is Ronaldo. England with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he welcomes it in. It's Lewandowski! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Danger averted for now. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that's well spotted. Kokchu.
That's going in strongly.
England needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble.
Cristiano Ronaldo! That is decidedly lacking. Cristiano Ronaldo. Passing is crisp and sharp.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He was under real pressure there. Zaire Emery. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Just about up to 75 minutes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It's come to nothing. So here comes a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
No, that's been intercepted.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Now, can they get him away? He's in plenty of space here. It is a corner. Nicely aimed pass. England are looking to go forward now. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And this is Lewandowski. England have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zaire Emery. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Cristiano Ronaldo. Finds himself unceremoniously floored.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
There will be 3 minutes
Skillfully
added
cut out.
time.
He is so at ease on the ball. Some resolute defending there. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Zaire Emery, played in with purpose. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty...
Climbs up big! Goal! Uruguay! And Uruguay take the lead! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Circe. Great ball, Circe! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
England with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Oh, shooting chance! And here's Vlahovic. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a
Decent chance! Sticks it away! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Nandez. Quarter of an hour played. Ugarte. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Araujo gets across to intercept that. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he skips past his man. Well read, nice interception. Nandez. Pelistri. Uruguay upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Aimed in towards the centre. Here comes... He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Oliveira. De Arrascaeta. De Arrascaeta cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. It just goes for goal! Off the post! England claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corner number 2 then. And it's Soboslai. Now it's Rice. That's tidy. Takes a shot! Darwin. That's De Arrascaeta.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's intervened well there. Jimenez. He's not got that quite right. Zirkzee. Spread out to the left. Cleared away. Now it's Zirkzee. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's oh, smashing header! Jimenez can get it clear. Nice interception, well timed. Nandez. Not the most convincing of passes. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Zirkzee. Referee has just said play on. Played out towards the right wing. Now there's a fine ball. And he's being shifted off it. It's run loose here. Pelistri. Great vision. It's a promising position. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Goal, England! And the comeback is complete. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Pete.
Real chance! Oh, taken with style. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. What? And we've reached half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we are back on the way. And here's Zirkzee, Vlahovic, Foden. Darwin, De Arrascaeta.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nunez, just the goalkeeper's a bit shapes to shoot! He scores! The second half sparked straight into life. This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Foden. Now it's Vlahovic. Now it's Foden. Threads one in. That's been slipped through. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Vlahovic. And a shot! Cleared without hesitation. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that looks a decent ball. Zirkzee aims beyond the defence. Cross needs to be good.
Well played and well cleared.
Taken back almost at once. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Zirkzee tries a shot! And he hits the net. And he is just ripping it up.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
England take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
That's an imaginative pass. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? They're urging him to shoot. Shoots! And it's there! And they are cruising away. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Danilo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. De Arrascaeta, over to the left. Foot in. England needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Vlahovic. A probing pass. And he's managed to get rid. Di Lorenzo. Quality ball. Half an hour gone in the second half. Soboslai wins the duel this time. Pelistri.
This is the time you need that pace.
There's the delivery. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he was quick to react. Now it's De Arrascaeta. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Vlahovic. Now it's Foden. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Vlahovic applies the finish. Oh, he's been caught nap, and again! Really well taken goal. Just cruising! They are cruising! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
England are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. De Arrascaeta gets into some space.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Ugarte. Just 5 minutes left. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ugarte. Driving forward. He's through, now is he in? Can he get it through? Foden picks it up out wide. No way through, so back it comes. Chance for a shot! He's put his foot right through that one. Valverde. Ball played for Torres. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Di Marco. Tries to play it through. Now it's Xerxes. And he shoots! De La Cruz. Valverde. That's De Arrascaeta. And it's Oliveira. And that will be the final act. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing.
You